Poison Ivy, the Queen of Green, Harley Quinn's girlfriend, a Gotham City Siren, whatever else you want to title her. A bird of prey, a bat foe, etc. She is iconic for many different designs. Not even for her costumes, but her skin tone even. Being a factor played into in different designs for the character. Either it be a peachy caucasian skin color, or a cold dead white skin, or a just straight up green. However, her costume changes quite differ from one another, unlike other characters, playing with different visuals. However, the one I wanted to talk about is the Arkham games rendition of the character's design. A design that's been brought into both animation and live action. In the Arkham games, Poison Ivy sports a green skin tone, along with a reddish pink blouse unbuttoned at the bottom, showing off her belly button, along with the top being undone as well. She also seems to have what seems to be a plant-made pair of underwear on to cover her lady parts. Hopefully it's not Poison Ivy, because ow! She sported this look throughout all the games she appeared in, as well as the Time comics that she also appeared in. She does have a fairly solid arc throughout it, in my personal opinion, dying in Batman's arms to save Gotham, after doing as such to save the plants of Gotham, which Batman threatens in a way to blackmail her that led to some thinking that he meant it as he was going to kill all the plants, and not the virus she saves Gotham from. Which might be the case, which, if it is, I don't know why, I just find that funny. I bet Bruce Wayne litters too. Like so, she also appears in the Time comics, where she gets kidnapped once by Mad Hatter. Does not go well for him. In 2014, we would get Batman Assault on Arkham, a movie that is heavily inspired by the Arkham games and comics, with the character designs being right from the game series. And with the focus is more on the Suicide Squad, we would get a bunch of guest characters who appeared in the games, as well as main characters Harley Quinn and Deadshot, but as well as supporting characters in the form of Joker, Batman, Penguin, and Riddler. Yes, Batman is a supporting character in this movie, despite being in the title. I always found that weird, not gonna lie. No hate to the movie, by the way, it's one of my favorite animated movies. Not even just from DC, just in general. We'd also get cameos of Arkham patients, Scarecrow, Two-Face, Bane, Mr. Zsasz, and Poison Ivy. All of whom have the exact designs of their Arkham game appearances. Now, this movie has been labeled as even being canon to the games by some, but there are some issues with that. That being canonical errors. Amanda Waller dies at the end of this movie, despite being set to appear in the next installment of the franchise. Bane being imprisoned at Arkham despite having been said in the game to no longer be at Arkham. And Harley Quinn and Joker's relationship seemed unharmed from this event of the entirety of the movie. Also, despite most characters having the same design, there are certain ones who don't for some reason. All the cameo Arkham patients do, like I said, but Deadshot has a different design this time around. But yet again, that could just be argued that he got a different costume. I feel like the rest of the inmates at Arkham does sport her Arkham game design, however with a more vibrant green skin tone. She is shown just throwing guards around. She does not have a very big role in this movie, however the role she does have I do find kind of funny. As when all the villains are leaving, she just walks through the guards throwing them around with plants. It's a great scene, pretty funny, and in my opinion very entertaining. They also seem to be playing into the fact that she's unhinged. In my opinion, a lot more than in the games. The characterization is slightly different. For example, like I said, she does seem more crazy, in line with the Scarecrow practically. That being no motivation, just murder. But I suppose I could be reading into things too much. This design would make its way into live action in 2022 in the final season of Batwoman. Pamela Isley will be given an entire arc in the final season, starting with the mystery of the character's whereabouts, as well as infecting Mary Hamilton. Pamela's outfit on the show is, in my opinion, next to identical to the one that appears in the Arkham games, with a few changes. Her skin tone is in green, likely because of the show's budget, and Bridget Regan probably not wanting to be painted green. But her costume is less revealing, with a green piece covering the bottom half, instead of green skin and that really weird plant underwear thing that she had going on. which, while worked in the games and the animated movie, it probably would have not worked in live action. So that is a very understandable update. The red button down is still there, but now is leather, still keeping it unbuttoned at the end as well as open on the top. In my opinion, it's a fairly solid update to the costume. It makes it far more practical, and a lot less if it's really windy, you're gonna be flashing all of Gotham. The whole design in general, that being the concept of the Arkham movie and live action design altogether, is in my opinion a very strong design, even if there are definitely some tweaks made along the way to get to the game's movie and live action. Also, the characterization of the character on Batwoman is definitely different than the games and the animated movie, being more in line with her current comic book counterpart. This outfit is definitely iconic. It is not likely to be one of the top 3 iconic Poison Ivy costumes, as she does have a lot of them, but I would argue it's probably in the top 5 or at least top 10. It is unique for adding red to the mix, and I do think it makes the character look more like a street level threat, which can be both a pro and a con for different fans. I think the updated version for live action is definitely more practical and does fit the more street-like villain angle they might be trying to go for with the character. However, Poison Ivy has also been depicted as being more of an anti-Eve, or an evil Mother Nature. I personally love the character either way. I think both very much work for the character. But yet, of course, opinions vary, and some fans might disagree with that. And that's it. Like always, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!